for the beautiful readings. We will now have some solidarity messages on our screens. Thank you.
I'm very happy to be part of this program. My name is Shaibu Ali, and I'm managing director of IBAG. I'm doing this on behalf of the president of the IBAG and the whole broker fraternity in Ghana. Life assurance is one area of business that a lot of people have not paid attention to in this market. All the concentration has been on general business. All the effort has been towards general business. And so for Dr. Anafure to sit down and write a book titled Practice of Life Assurance in Perspective is no mean an achievement, and we are really very happy about it. We are happy that, one, he has committed himself to sitting down and putting a book together. This is something that most people do not do, whether it is general business or life business. People come to the scene, end their tenure, move on to the next stage without documenting the varying experiences that they have gathered. And so Issa Anafure has set the stone by showing the discipline that we can sit down and actually write something that would leave way after we have left the scene. This is something that we need to commend Dr. Issa Anafure for. Secondly is the fact that he's sharing his knowledge and expertise with us. Younger generation, older generation, students, industry practitioners. A book is always a valuable asset that anyone at all can take advantage of. And so we need to be happy and commend Issa for this achievement. He has done so well, and we must all be proud of him for that. I think that we need to be able to call on the other members of the industry to also take a cue from Issa Anafure. Let us all get off and write. A lot of people have the knowledge, we have the experiences, but we are just lazy to put it down. This is something we need to do for the sake of posterity, because it will be something that generations after you have left the scene, people would always point to as your legacy to the system. So for all those of you who have not put down anything in terms of your experiences so far as the industry is concerned, I urge you to do that, because it is something that will be very good for the industry. I urge the industry members to take advantage of this book. Students alike, industry practitioners, brokers, underwriters, everybody. For those of us who need to learn for the purpose of our professional development, the book will be handy. For those of us who are still at school, learning for our professional papers, the book will be handy. So it's a very good thing, and I urge you all to take advantage of it. On behalf of the president of the IBAG and the total membership of the IBAG, I wish to say that we are totally in support of Issa Anafure and this book, and I urge that people should take advantage of the book. Patronize the book so that other people too would see the need to write other books. Issa Anafure and his book, you have my personal support and the support of the members of the IBAG. Thank you very much.
Dr. Issa Anafure, I greet you. I came into contact with Dr. Aaron Issa Anafure over 12 years ago. He taught me at the Ghana Insurance College. I really admire him as a resource person because he made the lecture so interesting and easy to appreciate. What one would have thought of to be a very difficult technical insurance subject was made so easy to appreciate in the context of how it applies to real life situations. The least said about his practical examples and friendly nature, the better. I'm sure you have experienced him as well. On the occasion of your book launch, Practice of Life Insurance in Perspective, I want to say a big thank you to you on behalf of the members of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana and all insurance practitioners in Ghana. Your book, no doubt, will provide a great source of learning for life insurance practitioners in Ghana and across the globe. If you are at this program, please grab your copy before you leave. The Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana likes some of your book to be stored at the library for members to learn from as part of our continuous professional development program. Dr. Issa Anafure, many generations will continue to learn from you and appreciate the impact you have made and continue to make in the insurance industry of Ghana. Knowing you as a professional insurer, I describe your good heart and commitment to give back to the insurance industry as an all-risk cover. And as I said, givers never lack. You have shown great leadership, and this will propel other insurance professionals to emulate your example. The Almighty God continue to bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Shaibu Ali and Mr. Tivia Ben Ahmed, for your solidarity messages. But before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries in our midst. We have with us Mr. Richard Kuyiri, who is the former Director General of the Ghana Prisons Service. Shall we please acknowledge him? We also have with us the person of Honorable Moses Asaga, a former Minister of State. If he's here, let's see him. Mr. Henry Bukari is a board member of the Ghana Insurance Association. Shall we please see you? Thank you. Mr. Richard Ochri is the director of the Ghana Insurance College. We have the Deputy Commissioner of Insurance, Mr. Michael Kofi Ando, in our midst. Thank you. And of course, the family of Dr. Aaron Issa Anafure. Shall we please see all of you upstanding? Let's give them a round of applause for giving him that motivation, that inspiration to be able to come out with this wonderful book. Writing is not easy. It's just like architecture. You have to put A here before B, sometimes the B before the A, sometimes in between the A and the B, you have to bring P. It's not an easy exercise. And to put it together into a book, it's like building a whole story building with all other facilities in it for human accommodation. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. We'll have a review to be done by one of Ghana's best. And I'm sure you are aware that a research was conducted recently by the World Scientists and Universities Rankings 2021. And out of 100 top university lecturers and scientists and researchers, he is number 8. He is a financial economist, qualified accountant, and professor of finance with many years expertise, mainly in development finance and economics research, as well as in senior level practitioner policy and consulting roles. He holds a PhD in finance from the University of Stellenbosch after completing the PhD coursework in financial economics at the Department of Economics, Harvard University. He has a solid track record in capacity building and continuous professional development, mainly as former dean of one of the largest business schools in Africa, the University of Ghana Business School, UGBS. He's an adjunct professor of development finance at the University of Stellenbosch Business School and a researcher with the African Economic Research Consortium. He is an external fellow at the Center for Global Finance, SOAS, University of London, and a fellow of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. He has over 95 articles in refereed international journals, 15 refereed book chapters, and 6 books, edited books to his credit. His most recent books are Entrepreneurial Finance for MSMEs, published by Palgrave Macmillan Springer Nature, and Money and Banking in Africa, published by Springer. His most recent co-edited book is on contemporary issues in development finance, published by Routledge in 2020. He also serves on the board of some companies and is a member of the Bank of Ghana Monetary Policy Committee. And being number 8 out of 100 in Ghana, who else could this be apart from Professor Joshua Indinaba Abo? Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC, for the kind words. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Chairman, special guests of honor, distinguished guests, all protocols observed. But even as we observe the protocols, I want to also acknowledge the family for supporting the author. The MC was right. You need that peace of mind to write. If you have a very difficult family, you can never write a book. Let me also acknowledge two of my fathers here, Honorable Avoka and Honorable Asaga. Insurance, particularly life insurance, plays a very crucial role in the mobilization of long-term funds for investment in order to spur growth. The intermediation role insurance plays is very crucial in driving capital market development necessary for promoting economic growth and development. This notwithstanding, insurance still is an emerging area of practice in Ghana, with insurance penetration still being low in the country. This is quite worrying, as insurance is meant to help manage and redistribute risk, especially in developing countries where many people are vulnerable to both natural and man-made disasters. As such, the book, Practice of Life Assurance in Perspective, is a very timely one, as a book focusing on life insurance industry is long overdue. I therefore commend Dr. Issa Anafure for filling this knowledge gap. Please, let's give it up for him. Dr. Anafure is an experienced insurance practitioner and lecturer who has garnered immense experience working in various insurance companies in Ghana. With over 25 years working in the insurance industry and also teaching, Dr. Anafure is best suited to author such a book that will be standard reference for practitioners and students alike. The foreword to the book has been well articulated by Dr. Justice Ofori, the Commissioner of Insurance in Ghana. The fact that the Commissioner of Insurance has written the foreword to a book in a discipline demonstrates the rigor and relevance of the material being presented. I believe this is a huge endorsement by the industry. This book is well organized and provides a good foundation on the key principles and concepts of the subject matter. It presents relevant materials in life insurance to equip practitioners and students with the skills they require to function in an emerging and frontier insurance industry. The 9-chapter book breaks down the various aspects of life insurance in Ghana. Chapter 1 explains the principles of insurance, including definitions, the function of insurance, the classification and benefits of risk. Chapter 2 provides a broad overview of the life insurance industry in Ghana, including its history, and covers industry players. It also explains concepts such as microinsurance and details the role of mobile network operators in insurance. Chapter 3 presents the nature of life assurance and explains certain key terminologies. The chapter also discusses industrial life assurance and the composition of life insurance companies. The 4th chapter details the legal framework of life insurance and explains in very simple language key legal terms used in insurance. In chapter 5, the author clearly outlines the types of life assurance cover, including whole life, term, and endowment assurance policies. In chapter 6, he provides insight into various life assurance products in Ghana, as well as their scope and who is eligible for the various kinds of life assurance products available. After presenting the various life assurance products, chapter 7 delves into life assurance marketing and selling, including detailing how to go about prospecting for customers. In chapter 8, the author presents underwriting and claims management in life assurance. And finally, chapter 9 details life reassurance and outlines the various life reassurance companies in Ghana and their functions. Interspersed in the various chapters are overviews of key insurance apex institutions, such as the National Insurance Commission, Ghana, the Ghana Insurance Association, and the Ghana Insurance College. There are a number of appendices which provide various key life assurance documents, such as sample medical report, sample life assurance policy document. There's also an index for easy referencing of key terms. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, this book will be very useful for students and practitioners of insurance, as well as the general public. Though the book is very useful for insurance practitioners, students, lecturers, researchers, and policymakers, I strongly recommend it for everyone. It will serve as a useful guide, and it is really a must-read for everyone. I will recommend this to my school, so copies can be purchased for the business school's library. Heartiest congratulations to the author for a job well done. I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much. A louder round of applause for Professor Abo. Somebody just whispered into me and said, oh, he's so young, with so much achievement. With 95 books and 5 edited, co-edited, co-authored, and all of that, he's not wearing spectacles. How he managed to do it, I think he deserves another round of applause. We also have in our midst a former Director General of SNIT and a former Managing Director of Quality Insurance Company in the person of Dr. Frank Odum. Please, let's see you, Doc. Mr. Fifi Simpson is the first Vice President of the Ghana Insurance Association. Shall we please see you, sir? And then we have so many managing directors here, and one of them is the MD of GN Life Insurance, and that happens to be Mr. Fifi Simpson once again. Now, a small boy was asked, does God have a wife? He said yes. What is God's wife's name? He said Mrs. God. Somebody just whispered into my ears again that it is fair that behind every successful man is a woman. So there is the need for her name to be mentioned. So shall we see upstanding Mrs. Victoria Fulera Anafure. Obviously, if God's wife is Mrs. God, then Dr. Anafure's wife should be Mrs. Anafure. Thank you very much. Okay, shall we now have some solidarity release once again? Please, Mr. William Poker.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
The good news is that you are here.
And the bad news
is that we have to hear from you what you actually said in there and more, possibly. Thank you very much, sir. I need the permission of my landlord and the commissioner to do that. Am I allowed, sir? This one is unfair advantage. I suppose I just learned a lesson because the recording there was done just this morning. So maybe if I had taken the cue from Ben Ahmed and did it last week, they would have been able to test it and make sure it runs properly. Anyway, Dr. Aaron Issa Anafure, you have done it again. And personally, I am not surprised because you have a passion for the mix between professionalism and academia. So, as I said, I am not surprised. This work you have done is quite apt for the young practitioners who are coming up. They will learn a lesson. Indeed, those of us who are seniors, I'm sure we'll be able to glean one or two things from what you have written and add to our repository of knowledge. From the WICA perspective, I can assure you that I will be bringing this development to the attention of our HR development and academic arm, which is the West African Insurance Institute in the Gambia, because this should be a great resource for the students out there so that they could also make use of it. I would want to further recommend to you that you get in touch with the African Insurance Organization so that this book can be made part of the African Insurance Book Awards, which are being considered and given out every year. I'm sure it will be a worthwhile thing to do. You have done it. I am not surprised. And, you know, Issa and I have been in the trenches before when we go on WICA conferences. Please don't ask for further details. But I know with the little interaction I've had with Issa, the place this book came from, there is more there. So I am expecting another book from Issa. My brother, Aiku Yamishrao. Thank you very much, sir. We have yet another one. This time, I'm sure the machine will pick it up.
This will go a long way to further advance the insurance markets. The launch, on behalf of the Governing Council, Management and staff of the Ghana Insurance College, I say congratulations for this great achievement. This will go a long way to further advance the insurance markets. The launch has come at the right time for the college, as the industry is at the threshold of solidifying the local chartership. we are optimistic this book will pave the way for a deeper understanding and practice in the insurance markets, particularly the life insurance markets. Once again, congratulations. And the JIC is in a position to always stand by you and also assist you in other further books we wish to publish in the future. And we are also optimistic that this has paved the way for others to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Many thanks to you, Mr. William Coker and Mr. Richard Autry, for your solidarity messages. Yes, it's gotten to that point where the celebrant, the author, and the one who has brought us together this morning to give us a word or two. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, shall we welcome Dr. Aaron Issa Anafure to give us his remarks.
You can sit down. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, special guest of honor, invited dignitaries, oral protocol duly observed. Becoming an author one day was one of my greatest life dreams, which is now a reality. Growing up in the remote community of Zabila in the Upper East region of Ghana, the first book I ever had and held in my hand made such a profound impression on me. Having looked at the profiles of the authors of the first few books I came across, I realized to my dismay that none of them came from my area simply by their foreign names. The question I kept asking myself was, how can an author come from Zabila? I often wondered and marveled at how these books, authored by foreigners, got this far to my part of the world, and this ignited my passion and interest in writing. To that end, several years and decades later, I started reflecting on the idea of writing my memoirs or an autobiography. At a point, I started doing some preliminary work in that regard, but was soon suspended in favor of writing academic books to support students now and postpone my autobiography to a later date. At this point, the choice of areas to write on was a dilemma. However, with time, this decision became easier because of my broad and deep knowledge of life insurance in Ghana and the West African subzone, coupled with the yearning gap in educative and simplified literature on life insurance. Notwithstanding the long history of practicing life insurance in Ghana, unfortunately, there's not much dedicated literature on the subject. I therefore took this as an opportunity and a civic duty to fill in the gap by pouring my expertise in the subject area into a book. As the book gathered pages, I realized the paucity of relevant, organized, and current material in the area of life insurance. So I was greatly motivated and excited to complete the book and help fill that resource gap. After completing my PhD in 2016, I started my dream journey by writing and rewriting manuscripts that finally metamorphosed into a structured document as the foundation of this book for students. As a seasoned life insurance practitioner with over 30 years experience and a part-time lecturer, my goal was to produce a resource that would serve